Hi everyone, welcome back to WesKnows Tech News and Reviews. Today we'll be doing a heart rate accuracy test with the Xiaomi Mi Band 8 Pro. So this one here is the big brother of the slimline Xiaomi Mi Band 8. The differentiating factor, well, there's a few, but the main ones is this one gets a massive 1.74-inch AMOLED display. As well as that, we get GPS on board. But the test that we'll be performing today is for or during my leg workout. So over an hour of numerous sets of exercises. The benchmark for the test will be a Polar H10 ECG chest strap, which was on my chest all the time. And of course, we'll be measuring how well this optical heart rate sensor on the back here actually performs against the Polar H10 ECG chest strap. So without further ado, let's get into the results of this heart rate accuracy test. So just before we actually get into the results, let me tell you in about a minute what this tracker is all about. So we've got 150 sport modes on here, and of course, as I mentioned, we do get a GPS tracker on board. That means you don't have to connect your smartphone for your distance, your speed, and so forth. So technically the 150 sport modes on the little brother, the Mi Band 8, they're a bit gimmicky, right? So you still need your smartphone for the GPS signal. Also here, this massive display, it's brighter than on the Mi Band 8. In regards to display features, plenty. So we've got AOD, always on display. We can change the way we look at our widgets and apps. So you can either list them or you can have them in an array or cluster. We get the usual sensors like your heart rate, your SpO2, your sleep, your stress. In regards to sleep, it does measure and monitor your light, deep, and REM sleep, as well as track your naps as long as they're over 20 minutes long. So this is quite a powerful tracker. Now it is a hybrid, so it's not quite a fitness tracker and it's not quite a smartwatch, although it's very close due to the size and the features and functionality. I think the real main difference between this tracker and a full-on smartwatch is the lack of a button on either side of this watch. Another prominent feature of the Xiaomi Mi Band 8 Pro, as well as the little brother, is that this case actually gets a metal finish. Quite unexpected considering the price point here is just $70. And I have actually bought this tracker on AliExpress, and I will be leaving some affiliate links in the description below the video, so check them out if you're after a sharp price. And now let's get in and talk about this heart rate accuracy test. Let's lay out the rules of engagement, how the test was performed, what exercises were done, and look at the results. So this was my leg day. This happened on the 16th of February, so just last Friday. And we had a superset of 3 sets. So machine-seated leg extension and the machine-seated leg curl. Then I had a barbell back squat, so 5 sets of those. And then 3 sets of dumbbell rear foot elevated split squats. So this is the exercise that really gets your heart pumping because it's just so difficult, and you have barbells hanging on the side of you, and it's just, yeah, that was the excruciating pain, and that's where I reached the 3 peaks of my heart rate. Well, that's seen on the Polar H10 ECG chest strap. If we take a look at those results more closely, let's analyze the heart rate chart. As we can see, this workout did last for over an hour, specifically 1 hour and 11 minutes. So what we can see is that the warm-up phase was in the leg extensions and the leg curl, so this superset. So the heart rate wasn't pumping, but it was raising. Then when we got to the barbell back squat, this is where things got a bit more tough and interesting. So a couple of peaks there, and there were 5 sets of them. Although we can see 4 distinct humps or peaks on the Polar H10 ECG chest strap chart. So, okay. And then we had a bit of a break and we went to the excruciating 3 exercises. These 3 exercises were the split squats. Now they are tough and they had my heart racing. And this is actually where the peak heart rate was reached. And it was the 3rd set that actually got me to peak my heart rate with 174 beats per minute. And we can see that the average overall is 118 beats per minute. Okay, so I think this is all quite clear. We can see that the calf raises as the last exercise, well, they were painful, but they didn't get my heart racing. So that sort of makes sense. And now let's take a look at how the Xiaomi Mi Band 8 Pro actually did. Well, actually not the actual tracker, but the optical heart rate sensor on the back here. How did it manage with my heart rate pumping and racing through all these exercises during the 1 hour of my leg day? Let's take a look. And this is where it gets interesting, because clearly everything is not exactly perfect with the optical heart rate sensor on the back here. Because, yep, some of the peaks were registered, especially the 4 peaks that we saw on the Polar H10 ECG chest strap with the back squat. But the split squats, the ones that actually got my heart racing most, they were the toughest exercises. They are just not present on this chart. Instead, we get this muffled peak and trough, and it's not there. We can't see these 3 peaks. The peak is registered at just 149 beats per minute. And that is quite a significant way off from 174. That's a huge difference of about 15% variance. Well, that's pretty bad. If we take a look at the average though, it's 112 beats per minute, not too far off, just about 4% off from the 118 beats per minute that we saw on the Polar H10 ECG chest strap. So what does this show us? Well, it shows us that maybe during a more constant heart rate, I think this tracker would do okay. But in this strenuous exercise where we had the sharp peaks and sharp troughs, it looks like this tracker did struggle, and that is unexpected. So I think now all I need to do is actually check the quality of this optical heart rate sensor with the Mi Band 8 for the same leg day. And that's coming up real soon. That's going to happen on Tuesday, so in 2 days. And I will be checking that out on exactly the same exercise, which will take me also around an hour, and we'll see how that goes. But to be fair, I'm not very excited about these results. Well, the results are what they are. Thank you for watching this review and heart rate accuracy test of the Xiaomi Mi Band 8 Pro. Hopefully you found this useful and insightful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.